Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So we're going to be taking a look at fully linked level 10 Rainbowed Super Full Power Sand for Limit Breaker Goku. I know that name is literally like a tongue twister, but hey, it's the name that they decided to give him. But yeah, we do have him fully linked out here. This is the build I went for him. I think it's pretty solid all around. I think it gives you a good balance of everything. He doesn't really need a lot of crit in base because he gets guaranteed crit after he gets hit 7 times. So I went with more of an additional and dodge focused build, which I feel like works really well with him. He's quite good, and definitely not as good as people would like him to be, but you know, he's still pretty alright. He can cook at times, though he does kind of want to be next to Vegeta a lot of the time in hard events. So if you don't have Vegeta, I definitely recommend picking him up if you get Goku, and linking them both up together, and then link leveling the both of them. That way they get the max out of their actual links. So anyway, let's just hop into this event and try to get a decent attack stat with him. The rotation that I actually really want to get is Goku next to Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, as well as Super Saiyan Xeno Goku, because they will have basically the same amount of links active that I would with a Vegeta, but giving him a lot more support instead of just straight up defense. This is the friend Goku, which is not one that I want with the other ones, because I don't believe this one is fully linked out. So we're just going to be trying to get a pretty decent attack stat here. I do like Goku and the cord disconnected. I think that they could definitely have made him a little bit better, but I don't really have too many like problems with him as he is right now. He definitely could have had just like a little bit more stats here and there, but all around I still think he's rather solid. He's definitely, I don't know if he's like top 10 like leader, like 200% like Dokkan Fest level characters, but he's definitely pretty good. I'm trying to think of like other Dokkan Fests that I like him better than. Cell probably. It's like definitely better than Cell's team. That's for sure. Raditz, obviously. I kind of think I like him better than Pan, because well, Pan, you just kind of build the team around her, and she just kind of nukes everything. As much as Pan is for, oh, he is dodging up a storm. I don't know if those actually count towards his 7 hits. Kind of hope they do, but yeah. I don't know, that's like about a 7 million attack stat without being linked up with the Super Saiyan 4 character. Like that's pretty good. I'll definitely take that. So what I'm gonna do is probably cut until we're able to actually get those 7 hits in, and then see kind of where it goes. So I will be back after we're able to do that. Alright, and we're back. So Goku 100% has his like full passive build up here. I do think this is going to be the highest attacks that we're going to see from him. Again, really high defense. It could be higher if we had a Vegeta, but I decided to go with basically full support. I think it was maximum attack value. We are using the Goku family support memory, so he's getting a little bit of buff from that. Also, a big thing about Goku that you do have to keep in mind is that he pretty much is only runnable on the Super Class Dragon Ball Heroes team or the Super Class Full Power team, both of which he leads, so it's not that big of a deal. But the reason why he can only be run on that team is because that's basically they have to be all of the same category in order for him to get his damage reduction. If they are not all Super Dragon Ball Heroes or all Super Full Power, then he will not get his damage reduction. So that means if you have, say, this guy, Vegeta, like Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and then like Bird Goku from Full Power or something, he won't have his full like damage reduction because that Goku is not on the Dragon Ball Hero category. It's really awkward and like not fun at all. Like he cannot mix and match categories like that. Like they have to all share at least one category, and it's really annoying the way they built him like that. However, we do have that here, and in most circumstances you will actually have that active, but it is just a shame that they did limit him like that. But anyway, this is probably going to be the strongest attack that we are going to see in this video. I'm expecting big things. Note that Super Saiyan 4 Vegito does give a minor attack buff to the entire team after he supers, so this should be pretty good. 11.7, definitely strong. Plus this is a guaranteed crit, so this is technically like a 22 million attack stat, 23-ish. Yeah, I mean, like that's pretty good, I would say. Like, you know, it's solid. Definitely a powerful hit, I should say. They really did design these guys in very quirky ways. I wish they would have done like a little bit different things with them to make them so that they are not this restricted, but they are, and it's a little sad, but it's nothing we can really do something about. So like it is sad, but it happens. Let's just hop on into, like, I don't know, some sort of stage and just try to see how he might do in there. So I'll be right back after we're like, I don't know, what would be a good stage to run? I'm trying to think of like a red zone stage. I know I did Cooler. Okay, yeah, let's do a redemption arc of Cooler. So I'm gonna do the Cooler thing and then we'll be right back, okay? All right, the Cooler fight. So right off the bat, we are seeing the biggest problem with Goku, and that's the fact that I do not feel like he is that good of a slot 1 character. As much as he is powerful, he kind of fumbles the bag when it comes to having him be in slot 1, because he gets an absolutely ridiculous amount of attack and defense on his actual super attack effect. So the problem really comes when you're kind of forced to put him there, because they need their links active. Like Sand Roar is such a massive attack and defensive link that if they don't have that active, you are losing a ridiculous amount of attack and defense. So they really need that happen, and he desperately needs to super attack to get his full passive up. Once he does super, it becomes a lot easier to just kind of survive things. So like him in slot 2 and 3 is actually like probably far stronger than him in slot 1. It's just that a lot of the time you really don't have that luxury when running this team, which is something that like I definitely have found to be an issue. Like, because it just gets to the point where you're like, well, I would love to do this, but I can't, or else I will die. I am gonna pop an item right here because if we get a super attacked in slot 3 on Great Saiyaman 3, he will straight up explode, and I would rather that not happen. So yeah, because like while Great Saiyaman 3 is like phenomenal, he can not take supers for the life of him. He's only good against normal attacks, which is fine because like he's meant to like crit counter and stuff like that. I also wish Vegeta was a little bit better as well. Like he has a lot more flaws than Goku does, because they try to make Vegeta like this super like offensive one, and I feel like they should have given him more defensive options, which he really does not have. He should have had something else to him that Goku doesn't, maybe like dodge or something to just help him out a little bit more, because like Goku has damage reduction to help him against strong foes, and Vegeta really just doesn't have anything besides raising his defense on super attack. This Great Saiyaman 3 though is absolutely bonkers, by the way. If you guys get this guy, whew, he is crazy. Do his CCA immediately, build him full crit, let him just run through most bosses. He is like a Broly killer in like the easiest sense. Like he can literally solo the AGL Broly phase probably like just by himself with like very little difficulty. We're just gonna do this, and we should be moving right along into the next phase. This is already a lot easier than when I first attempted this with the Cooler, like with this team. I think purely because one, we're now much highly link leveled, as well as the fact that a lot of these units I was able to pull more dupes of, so it just feels a little bit more consistent. But yeah, like this team can definitely use some help. I think what would be the most important thing for this team to get is a slot 1 Super Saiyan 4 LR. If we got that, this team immediately has the majority of its problems fixed, because not only will that allow both Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta be ran in slot 2, but it would also allow for a lot higher of a health pool, because if you see, our health is really low, which means that if we take big hits like before we're able to really build up our stats, we will not recover from that for a very long time. And if we were, say, like had an extra like 20k HP thanks to an LR, we would be in a lot better of a position and wouldn't really be having too much trouble at all. Because if we took one of those massive super attacks, we would still be at about our max HP that we have right now, which is really sad to say, but like, hey, it's a thing that happens in this game. I think I'm gonna do this just so that we can see Goku get like a bit more action, and we can also get a lot of healing back with Great Saiyaman 3 from this. As long as he doesn't get supered, he's gonna be completely fine, by the way. Like, cause like, as much as I like these guys, they did not have to limit them the way that they did. And it definitely does show when you're trying to take them into very, very difficult content that they definitely hard nerfed these guys when they really did not have to. Like, Goku should take literally nothing from this now that he has his passive up. Yeah. If you guys remember, when I first did this stage, this was a lot harder, and it took me quite a few runs to beat it. Way more than I would like to admit, but it did. But now it's literally just a cakewalk. So it's just, you know, the little things that make this fight a little easier. Oh. Okay. So Goku is going to sit comfortably in slot 2. While Xeno Super Saiyan 3 eats all of this. Because he's like, him and like Super Saiyan 4 Gohan are like the real only slot 1 characters that this team has. They definitely need more. 100%. I'm telling you, if we get a slot 1 defensive juggernaut Super Saiyan 4 LR, preferably if it's Limit Breaker Vegito or Gogeta, this team becomes way crazier. Especially if we get both of them. Then we're just completely fine. As well as an easy A for LR, not for LR, for Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Because he's a nice support unit, specifically for crossover Super Saiyan 4s. So that would be also really, really helpful. Broly is kind of the unfortunate one where he will never have a partner ever now that we have the Super and Extreme class split for Super Saiyan 4s and all them, and just Dragon Ball heroes in general. So he is unfortunately going to be left in the dust because he will never have a Saiyan Roar linking partner, which is sad, but it happens. But yeah, look at how much easier this was than last time I did it. And that is just the power of like what link leveling and like just dupes does to this team. Because when you have these units at 54%, they're so much like weaker than if they were rainbowed, max linked, and all the things like that. Like this, even this Goku jumps up a lot higher. Like it's just absolutely ridiculous the power difference between this and the first time I tried, because this was very casual. We probably didn't even have to use that item I did. I mean, it definitely helped, but like we really didn't have to, and we still probably would have been fine. But anyway, that's been Goku. Like he definitely is good. Please do not sleep on him. I think he's a lot better than people are giving him credit for. The cord would like to tell you otherwise because it keeps disconnecting. But I do really like a lot of these heroes units. The only one that really disappointed me is Vegeta, because I really would have liked him to be a little bit better. But Goku is absolutely phenomenal. Please do not sleep on him. I know he has his problems, but he is definitely still really, really good. And if you guys get him, you will not be disappointed as long as you are able to, you know, get a couple dupes and link level them. Which is like something that I really shouldn't say, but on a banner like the Heroes banner, if you go hard on it even a little bit, you're probably going to rainbow 1 or 2 of these guys. So anyway, let me know how you guys feel about Goku and Vegeta and all of the Heroes units in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.